Hello guys, welcome to Rudra Tech tutorial, and in this tutorial chapter we are going to see the color properties of CSS. Well, colors play an important role in building the web page. More the good combination of colors you have, more your site will be attractive. And there are three commonly used color properties, and those are, so first one is color, which will be applied to the text of the HTML element. Then is the background color property, which will be applied to the background of the HTML element. And third is the border color, which will be applied to the border of the HTML element. And for this property come a set of values that you can apply, which is color name, hexadecimal values, RGB and RGBA function, HSL and HSLA functions. We'll be using the combination of these properties and values to apply the colors to any given HTML element. Now, here is an example of the color properties. Now, here first I have prepared a div element. Now, for this div element, I have created a selector and applied set of properties. Now, we are going to focus on the color properties. Now, in this example, I have applied the colors using the color name values. Now, in this case, the color, that is the text color, is green. So you can see the color is green for the given text. Then the background color is set to tomato, like the vegetable. So the background color is tomato, and the border color is set to blue. So this border color is set to blue. So using the names of the colors, apply different color values to the given color property. And there are more than 140 color names available which you can use. I will be putting them in the description. You can go through them. Now, after the color names, there comes a way to apply the color values using the hexadecimal digits. Now, when we say hexadecimal digit, it comes with a combination from 0 to 9 and from A to F. Now, I'm going to apply the color values with hexadecimal digits. So it has to start with hash. Then you have to enter a combination from 0 to 9 and A to F. So I'm going to enter the random value. So we will have a random color here. Now here you can see I have applied the color properties using the hexadecimal values. It has to start with the hash and can have 6 digits. Each digit stands for a color combination. The first 2 digits stand for red, the second 2 digits stands for green, and third 2 digits stand for blue. So red, green, blue combination is at work. And the 00 means it is completely black, and FF means it is completely white. So now you can see I have included 000 combination for border color. The border is black. Whereas if I apply, here I have applied FF to the background color. So the background has turned to white. This is how you can apply the color properties using the hexadecimal value. Then is the RGB function. So when we are using the RGB function, we have to write it like this. So RGB, and then you have to add the color combination in form of red, green and blue. And you have to enter colors in combination of red, green and blue, each with the value from 0 to 255 on the color wheel. So 0 means the black and 255 means the white, and in between there are different shades of that color. So in this case, the first parameter will be red, of red, green and blue. So first I am going to put a random value. Let's just say 192. Then for combination of green, so let's just say 55, and a combination of blue. Now you can see the color of the text has changed. Now let's again apply the same function to background property. So the background has changed now, and let's apply it to border property. In this case, the color combination has not turned out to be that good, but you can see using the RGB function, we can apply the color combination to different color properties. Now, we can also apply the colors using the RGB and RGBA function. Now, when we are saying RGB, it has a combination of red, green and blue. But when we are saying the function RGBA, it has an extra parameter called alpha parameter, which decides the transparency of your color. Now, in this case, we have applied red, green and blue with combination of colors red, green and blue, and from value from 0 to 255, where 0 is black and 255 is white. Now I'm going to add the alpha parameter here, so RGBA, and I'm also going to change the color combination. Here I am going to apply the transparency, that is alpha parameter, and it has value from 0 to 1. So 0 means completely transparent, that means it will not be visible, and 1 means opaque, that means it will be completely visible. I am going to set it to 0.5 so that you can see the effect. You can see the colors have become a bit transparent. So to make it a bit convincing, I am going to add a class here. Okay, so in order to make our example more convincing, I have added two divs and added a selector of class div1 and div2. So this div1 will be showing us a function RGBA, and the div2 will be showing us with the function RGB. This will help us to distinguish between how the alpha parameters work. Now in this case, I have set the alpha parameter value to 0.5 for all the color properties, whereas in the div2 the color properties are having the function RGB with no alpha parameter. So you can see the transparency of the first div is 0.5, whereas the second div is completely visible. So if I change the transparency to 0, you can see the text has vanished, that is, it is completely transparent. But if I change it to 1, you can see it is completely visible. Same way goes for background color. So if I go on increasing the transparency, the color will disappear slowly, and if I increase it, it will be more and more visible. So you can see this is how the RGBA function works. It will have a alpha parameter with 0 as completely transparent, that means it will not be visible, and 1 means completely visible, that is opaque. Then is the HSL function. The HSL function stands for hue, saturation and lightness. Hue is the actual color in the combination, and it has a value from 0 to 360 on the color wheel. And 0 stands for red, 120 stands for green, and 240 stands for blue, and 360 again stands for red. Then is the saturation. Saturation is the actual amount of gray in the combination of color. Then is the lightness. It is the amount of white or black color in the combination of color, and both of them, that is saturation and lightness, have the value from 0 to 100%. Now for the color, background color and the border color, I have applied the HSL function with different combination, and that output we can see. So the different combination for border, background and the color for text is shown on the HTML page. So this is a HSL function with combination of hue, saturation and lightness can be used. Then there is a HSLA function. The HSLA function is a combination of hue, saturation, lightness and another parameter called alpha parameter, which decides the transparency of the given HTML color with the combination of hue, saturation and lightness. Now in this example, I have added two divs. One is having HSLA function and other is having HSL. So both of them are having the same color combination. Only difference is that the LA is having an extra parameter, that is alpha parameter, having 0.5 for color for text of the element, then 0.7 for background color and 0.5 for the border color. And now you can see the difference between the two, that the function or that the div with the HSLA function is more transparent and the div without the HSLA function, that is without the alpha parameter, is opaque and completely visible. This is how you can use the HSLA. I have tried to explain you all the colors with color names, hexadecimal values, RGB and RGBA function, HSL and HSLA function. There are some more functions like CMYK or NCOL, but these are yet to be supported by HTML. Once they are available, I'll make a video about them as well. I hope you have understood everything. Please provide us the comment so that I can improve the quality of my videos, and do subscribe. Thank you.